News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a judge hands down the maximum sentence for a DUI-related death, and fire crews respond to a fully engulfed structure fire. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A single mom is sentenced after killing a person in a DUI crash. It's Monday, August 26th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, 25-year-old Ashley Wynn received her sentence today after being remanded into custody following the guilty verdict on July 2nd of this year. Wynn received the maximum penalty of 8 to 20 years on each charge, which comes up to 16 to 40 years, connected to the death of a local woman and substantial bodily harm of a man. The man and woman, Brian and Christine, were in a car that was struck by a truck driven by Wynn, who was drunk driving after a night out on the town.
Based on the evidence that was submitted in advance, the evidence I've heard here today, the testimony, the trial evidence, and the totality of the circumstances, and based on the amount of time that you'll actually serve, I think it would be proper to have 8 to 20 on each count consecutive. That's 16 to 40 years. You're probably going to do about 10 or 11. Can't promise that, I don't know. But I think 10 or 11 years for the death and injury of people is an appropriate sentence.
The sentencing was held today in the Nye County District Court for Ashley Wynn, who was found guilty of DUI causing death and DUI causing great bodily harm. Wynn was involved in a fatal crash that took the life of 33-year-old Christine Weir and injured her fiancé, Brian Schwanier, in the intersection of Dandelion and Honeysuckle Streets. The crash happened around 4 a.m. on September 24th of 2016. Weir and Schwanier were just weeks away from their wedding day. During the trial in Judge Robert Lane's courtroom, it was discovered that Wynn had been drinking whiskey that night at several bars around Pahrumps before getting into her friend's truck and attempting to drive home. She then, according to the reports, missed the stop sign and smashed into the Camaro with Brian and Christine inside, who were en route to drop off Christine at her job at Walmart. Today, Judge Robert Lane allowed Ashley Wynn to speak at the sentencing. She explained that she had been drinking in excess since the accident because of what she calls survivor's guilt and remorse. She said that her former attorney, Thomas Gibson, did not allow her to contact the family to extend her condolences. She also apologized for the trial dragging on for 3 years and directly apologized to each family member individually. She says she plans on becoming a counselor when she comes out of prison and wants to help those struggling with addiction while inside the facility. It was also revealed today that Ashley Wynn had gotten a tattoo on her sternum that reads, "Whiskey Driven and Hell Bound." That's a Hank Williams Jr. song. Wynn says it was in honor of Christine, but the victim's family does not agree. The judge handed down a sentence of 8 to 20 years for each of the 2 counts consecutively. She will serve a minimum of 16 years behind bars. The judge spoke about the 3 victims of this accident, one being Christine, the other one being Brian, and the third, Ashley's 4-year-old son. The father of Ashley's son is Nye County Sheriff's Office Detective Joey Marshall, who just got married this past week and has custody of the child. The aunt of Christine, Carol Weir Spooner, spoke during the sentencing to give a victim statement, and prosecutor Michael Vieta-Cobell read Brian Schwanier's statement aloud during the court, telling Wynn directly that he died that night too.
On September 24th, did you know that I died that day too? Maybe not physically, but spiritually and emotionally. That single event brought me to my darkest moments, and I shut down. For a time, I wished I had not survived.
Brian and Christine had been dating since junior high school and had planned a beautiful life together. We spoke to her father, Jim, and her Aunt Carol right after the sentencing.
As much as it's devastating to us, I'm sure her mother is devastated, her father is devastated, her child is devastated. But justice has been served.
Well, the trailers where a man was killed after his vehicle crushed him in July burnt to the ground over the weekend. Police and fire responded to a structure fire off of Becky Avenue and Fort Churchill on Saturday night. The location was in a makeshift homeless camp north of Pahrump. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were able to extinguish the blaze, which appears to be 2 trailers which were completely destroyed by flames. The location is called Leaning T Ranch. That's where News 25 learned that 56-year-old Troy Ray was found under his vehicle on July 9th, deceased. Officials at the time speculated that there could be a chance that Troy was crushed by his vehicle when it fell off a jack during an earthquake that occurred in Ridgecrest, California on July 4th. Friends say that Ray worked on his car often. There was abundance of personal property in this area. No other occupants were present at the time of the fire. However, several individuals came forward and arrived on scene following the blaze. How the fire started is unknown at this time. All right, well, more from our courts and your Business First brief after this break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Welcome back. Well, 3 dogs have been killed by the hands of their owner, who the court says in a drunken rage shot the animals after an afternoon threatening his wife.
All right, Mr. Pappas, just stand up. We'll go ahead and sentence you. 14 to 35 months, credit for time served is set forth in the report. Fines and fees is set forth. Restitution is stated by Mr. Biedek Bell. Good luck to you, sir.
Clifton Pappas was sentenced today in the courtroom of Judge Robert Lane. Pappas had been charged with 3 counts of torturing, maiming, or killing an animal and possession of a gun while under the influence, as well as perjury. On May 13th of this year, deputies responded to a residence on Jane Avenue here in Pahrump in reference to a man who had shot several of his own dogs. The 44-year-old was on the board of an animal rescue at one time and was about to shoot the horses on the property, they say, when law enforcement arrived. Pappas told police that he could kill any animal on his property, and he was upset because he believed his wife was cheating on him. Officers report that he was intoxicated at the time. Inside the home, they found 2 deceased dogs and 1 that was wounded. That dog later died from his injuries. Today, Pappas' attorney asked for rehab for the man, but Judge Lane denied that request and gave him a sentence of 14 to 35 months in prison for the crime. Well, drug companies may have to start thinking about repercussions when it comes to what drugs they are selling to the public. One company is now being held accountable for numerous deaths.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First brief.
Topping our news, a judge in Oklahoma is expected to hand down what is being called an historic ruling today. It involves whether Johnson & Johnson will be held responsible for the opioid epidemic in that state. The Attorney General argues the drug maker should be forced to pay $17 billion. J&J denies wrongdoing and contends its painkillers were a tiny fraction of all opioids prescribed in Oklahoma. Mortgage rates are heading for historic lows. The 30-year fix fell to 3.55%. The 15-year dropped to 3.07%. Hasbro is spending $4 billion to buy the company that owns the popular and cute Peppa Pig cartoons. Hasbro has been pushing into entertainment and already has My Little Pony.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks, Angela. Well, police and paramedics were dispatched to a single vehicle accident Saturday near the center of town. One man was transported Saturday afternoon to Desert View Hospital as a result of a vehicle versus pedestrian accident. The victim was reportedly ran over by his own vehicle. The exact details are unknown at this time. However, he did sustain injury to his leg. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies arrived on scene where the man was transported by ground ambulance. Local law enforcement is investigating the cause of this accident. And county commissioners discussed a marijuana facility on South Haven Ranch Road during their last meeting.
ZC 2019-000038, zone change application to change approximately 5 acres from neighborhood commercial to commercial manufacturing located at 6041 South Haven Ranch Road, Pahrump, Nevada, further described as a portion of Township 21 South, Range 54 East, Section 15, file number 84221. Parcel 1, Assessor's Parcel Number 045-13148. Our Land Company, LLC, property owner, Nevada Natural Medicines, LLC, Scott Sibley, manager, applicant. This time I'm going to open the public hearing. Any member of the public would like to comment on this, please come on down. You have 3 minutes. Seeing nobody, I'm going to close public comment. You want to lead off, or do you want us to just... Mr. Sibley, you got nothing to say? Turn the mic on, please.
I was just gonna, there we are, bring up that we did receive a late letter of opposition today, but it was way too late to have it in the backup, so I just wanted to make you guys aware of that.
Would you guys like to see it as additional backup or not? I'm hearing nothing, so I guess not. Okay.
Thank you for informing us that there was a letter, though. I appreciate it.
Mr. Sibley, you have anything? You're back again in front of me.
I'm back again.
I told you before I liked you, but,
Not
you
this
know.
much. Scott Sibley for the applicant, Nevada Natural Medicines. We just asked that you approve this conforming zone change.
Okay. Board, do I have a motion?
I apologize. Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve, and I would like to make one modification, that item number 7 in the special conditions.
That's for the SUP.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that not where we're at? Yeah, I'll just make a motion to approve. Excuse me.
Motion. I have a motion and a second to approve. Further discussion?
At the same time.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous.
Next one.
Well, we will tell you about a dog that's available for adoption, and I know our technical director wants to find out all about this right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Well, if you're looking for a sweet dog to call your own, like our technical director, Ubaldo, is, Muddy's available right now for adoption, Ubaldo, at our local shelter. Today we have Muddy, who is 2.5 years old, and he is a beautiful brindle color. Muddy is looking for a home to call his own. Unfortunately, his owner had to surrender him. Staff at the shelter says that Muddy is not great with horses, but does well in other situations. If you would like to come see Muddy or any of the other animals here at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can come on by. They're on Seary Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse right off Basin Avenue. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or on the web at deserthavenas.org. Come and see Muddy. He is just a delight and so much fun. See, Ubaldo, you could be petting Muddy right now. He says that those Save a Pets aren't helping him because he's looking for a dog, and I'm going to have Darby really get him next week with a whole bunch of dogs acting all cute. Well, there is a limited number of seats available right now for the annual trip to Laughlin coming up in October.
We go yearly, and we are going to plan on October 21st through the 24th, 2019. And it's going to be for 3 nights. It's going to be a Monday through Thursday. And we will be going with the LD Tour bus lines. It is a luxury bus line. We will be staying down at the Aquarius Hotel and Casino in Laughlin this year. Previous years we stayed at the Edgewater and also Colorado Belle in the past. So we just wanted to kind of change a few things and experience something a little different.
How much is it?
$135, and that pays for the bus and also the hotel stay.
And this is for ages 21 and over?
Pretty much, yes. It is a casino resort type. It's open to the public, trying to accommodate a 54-passenger bus. The registration needs to be taken care of as soon as possible so they can reserve the seats for the bus and also accommodations for the hotel. We would ask that they can come and register here at our location, and that is the Pahrump Valley Public Transportation, and the address 601 East Street in Pahrump, Nevada, and we are right next to the library. It is this two-story building. Our contact number is 775-751-6860. October 7th is our deadline.
I want to go to the Aquarius, and Ubaldo can even come and bring his new dog, Muddy. Well, a fundraising dinner was held for Remote Area Medical on Friday night. We caught up with the organizer, Ryan Muccio, to find out more.
We had our second annual spaghetti dinner fundraiser for our remote area medical clinic. Just overwhelmed by the support of the community and everyone who was here, so we had a great time, and thank you for everyone who showed up. We had low-carb spaghetti. That was a hit, I hear, so really happy to be able to offer that, and regular spaghetti as well. Ski did our auction, as always. He's amazing, so we're really happy and grateful that he came and volunteered to help us. The auction brought in over $1,900, so again, just very grateful. So Remote Area Medical is a nonprofit organization that provides free medical, dental, and vision care, as well as mental health to anybody, no questions asked. So they're welcome to show up. It's October 4th, 5th, and 6th at the Pathways building on the high school campus. Parking lot opens at midnight. Tickets will be handed out at 3 a.m. And the clinic opens at 6 a.m. We hold fundraisers. Anybody is welcome to donate at 9 Communities Coalition. Just let them know it's for the Remote Area Medical Clinic, and we'll happily take your money to help serve people.
727-9970?
Yes, it is. Dental does extractions, fillings, and cleanings. Vision, you'll be able to walk away with a pair of glasses that day. Medicals, all sorts of things. General medical checkups, women's health, some pap smears, mammograms. So very excited. And yes, thank you to all the dentists, doctors, and eye doctors, and all the general volunteers too, who come together to put this on.
You're also looking for volunteers, and of course, if you're a medical professional or dental professional or a mental health professional, you can always make room for more.
Absolutely. ramusa.org/volunteer. And of course, we still need general volunteers. So even if you don't have any medical background, we still can use you and put you to work. But yes, dental, vision, medical, go to ramusa.org/volunteer.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside on our Lerner and Rowe weather cam. Beautiful skies. Look at those clouds. Just a couple in the sky. So picturesque. Let's find out what we have in store for our weather right after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real. And by Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware. Your friendly small town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
All right, today's highs in Las Vegas, 108. Tonight's low, 82. In Death Valley, 118. Tonight's low, 88. Amargosa, 107.73. Beatty, 104.68. Goldfield, 94.58. Tonopah, 91.58. Carson City, 96.57. Fallon, 96.56. And Fernley, 95. Today's high and low tonight, 61. Here are sunny skies in Pahrump. Your high of 105, winds out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. Humidity at 12% and sunrise 6:10 this morning. Tonight mostly clear with your low of 78, winds out of the east at 6 miles per hour. Humidity at 17% and sunset 7:19. Your 7-day forecast shows us in the mid-100s, dropping down Friday to 102. Your overnight lows tomorrow night 81, dropping down to the mid-70s throughout the week. Saturday and Sunday 103, and then Monday the clouds come in 99 as your high and 73 as your low. Don't forget that this Saturday is the neighborhood cleanup. We are meeting at the Bob Roode Community Center. They're at Basin Avenue and Highway 160 at 8:45 in the morning. Wear comfortable clothes, bring some water, and get ready. We're going to wear some sunscreen and clean up. I want to see everybody that we possibly can out there helping out. It's going to be from 9 until noon. We're going to pick up shopping carts, so if you have a truck and trailer, please bring it on by. For more information, go to the neighborhood cleanup on Facebook, or you can give me a call, 775-727-9400, extension 201. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.